Good everybody, what's up? It's Robett. How are we? Hope you're winning. Robett live at 5. Robett live. So, who wants $1,000,000? One of the things I've been thinking about recently is this idea of time and how you exchange your time. And if I said to you, "Hey, do you want $1,000,000? $1,000,000,000." Okay. Warren Buffett walks into the room right now. His Holiness Warren Buffett walks in. He's like, "All right, Chachi, give you $1,000,000,000. Who wants it?" Everyone puts their hand up. He goes, "One condition. You've got to be 99 years old and you get the billion." Would you take it? Would you take it? Everyone's going to go like, "Stuff that. I'm 99. I'm about to die. I'm probably like in a wheelchair, got some robots and shit. Probably shitting in diapers, probably not going to be good." And then he goes, "Okay, you'll be 90. You probably still say stuff it. You get $1,000,000,000 and you're 90 right now. You swap your life right now for 90. You probably still say no. What if I said 80? What if I said 75? The point being, everyone would have a number, right? But if they said, "Hey, I'll give you $1,000,000,000 and you got to be 50 right now," would I swap? I'm 36 now. Would I swap 14 years for $1 billion? I don't think I would. I mean, maybe if it was 40, maybe I'd swap 4 years for like Billy. I'll take a Billy for 4. But the point being is when they say, "Who wants $1,000,000?" everyone says yes. But when the caveat becomes around time, it makes you think of your time differently. So you'd actually say no to $1,000,000,000 to swap to be 99. I know you would. There's not a flipping chance that you'd say yes. So one of the things that I've been just thinking about a little bit recently is around time, where what would you swap what for? Like, how much is that worth that time? Like, is it really worth losing all that stuff to lose that time? And one of the things I feel a little bit uncomfortable about was the last 3 years, I've got 2 daughters now, 3 and 4. Last kind of 3 years now, I've kind of been off the grid, I guess, really commercially. It's just been fun, I think. It's been really good. But I distinctly remember a friend of mine who he's in the banking sector, and he's a great bastard. He's such a good bastard. Flipping solid. Love him. We were catching up and they were talking about time. And we said, "Hey, like, for me, I think it's super cool. Like these moments of, as shitty as it is sometimes, changing diapers at shit or whatever it is, and bottles and up all night and just carnage, and obviously harder for wifey, and do the feed with the titty thing. But then I was thinking it's really cool that I've been having so much time with him. And obviously through COVID, it's been probably even gnarlier because obviously everyone's been sort of stuffed logistically, but it's been really good, like having all this, especially this super young time with the Groms. And then he goes, "Oh, nah, bro, you don't need to worry about that shit, dude. I didn't even see my daughter till she was like 5 because I was just hustling, working up the corporate food chain thing. Dude, they don't even remember that shit anyway. It's totally sweet." No, I can't speak on it because he's the flipping man. I'm sure he's got an awesome relationship. But in my head, I'm going, "No, I'm pretty sure like the first 5 years are pretty important for a kid's life." I kind of think those times matter. But in his, he didn't. So one of the things I've even been thinking about time with that is, like when you've got, like I'll see, people have made hundreds of millions of dollars and they're still working like 80 hours a week, blah, blah, blah. I remember right back when I was first starting business, I wanted to become a billionaire and buy the Oakland Raiders. I'm like, that's it, whatever. And then what I realized after I had my first daughter was if you wanted to become a billionaire, you'd probably literally have to be working so hard for so long, like 70 hours a week for the next 50 years, whatever it was to crank up. But if you're working that much, you don't even see your kids. They don't know you. Flipping, they'll like see you once or twice a week. Like, would you sacrifice that for being a billionaire? Like, be like baller and rich, and then not, but then flipping, wifey ends up hooking up with Pablo the pool boy or some shit because you're never home, and whatever, Pablo. And this thing around time, and then one of the things I've been thinking about when they're talking about, hustle this, hustle, it's all about, and they're like, how can you hustle 80 hours a week, but then say it's about family first? I don't know. Like, if you don't even need to work again because you got 100 mil in the bank, is it really about your family? If you're saying family first, but you don't see them? I don't know. And it's a challenge anyone who has kids has. And look, I'm only 36, I've got two kids now, but my perspective definitely changed since I had children. And just this thing of time's become really interesting to me. And what is kind of cool is that every single person would say no to that $1 billion if they had to be 99. But what's your number? If you got $1 million, would you take 20 years off your life? If you got, 5 million, will you take off 30? Yeah, I don't know. Something to think about for the day. So that's it for today. Hope you had a good one, whatever you're doing. If you've just clocked off, you've just basically chucked everything on snooze, gone on with it. But it's a few things to think about. So how do you, maybe that's a question for the day, to please answer or comment below. How do you think about time? Do you think of time as sacrifice for something later? But how much later? When you think of balance, you think about, he's worked his ass off for 30 years, he deserves a break. Do you take breaks every decade, every year, every quarter, every day? How do you stay balanced? Balance is a tricky one. Time is a different one. So when I say, who wants $1 million? Everyone's going to say yes. If I then say the caveat is, you wake up tomorrow and you're 95 with the $1 million, would you still say yes? Probably not. Enjoy the time, enjoy the whānau, and I'm probably going to talk a bit more about the balance thing of this, because it's tricky to think about how you don't want to feel like a lazy piece of shit for not hustling, but at the same time, you don't want to hustle 100 hours a week and never see your whānau, and especially in those younger years. So, yeah, everyone doesn't have the capability to do it, but I kind of feel that, when people are worth over 100 mil talking about hustle, but then they talk about family first, but they don't actually see their family because they work 80 hours a week. It could be just them being selfish. I don't know. Life. Who knows? Have a good day, team. Robett live. Live at 5. Robett live. See you tomorrow, team. Much love. What'd you learn? Balance, time. Give us your tips. Comment below.